Hello, St. Louis, and welcome to OnSTL.com.
Today's segment is sponsored by Visor View. Never back up in your car without seeing if anyone is behind you. Visor View is right here in St. Louis.
And right here in St. Louis is the St. Louis Fringe Festival, which is fabulous. Is that what we're talking to Tara about today?
Tara Daniels is a new blogger on HonestTL.com, and yes, she is with the Fringe Festival, St. Louis Fringe. However, we're talking to her about her new blog.
Okay,
on
HonestTL.
Well, we are just thrilled, Tara, to have you on HonestTL.com.
Well, thank you.
Blogging, and your background is art, although you were an IT major in Columbia, University of Missouri, Columbia.
Yes, I was.
How
Gosh,
weird.
That's usually
I know.
that's the backward way.
I know.
It's
She's
usually
using
you're
both
an
sides of her
art
brain.
person
Yeah.
and then you become an IT.
Yeah, I minored in art at Mizzou because I kind of wanted to do art stuff, but I was afraid to do art stuff.
Oh, why were you afraid? Because you wouldn't get a job, or because
Yeah.
there were a lot of other artists?
I know,
The
right?
competition is
Well,
tough.
I thought I wouldn't get a job, and also I just thought I wasn't good enough. So I was like, well, I
Oh.
can't do that because I'm not good enough for that. And
Hey, it's art.
I know. And I didn't really get it at the time, but now I'm doing art education, but I'm also exploring myself as an artist. So I'm kind of doing two things at the same time.
What are you blogging about? What's your thing?
Well, this is it, Joy. Her first blog says it all. It opens up with, "There's not enough art stuff in St. Louis."
Oh, wait
And
a minute.
she's-
Hold it. I've
she's
been
answering
hearing
that.
this.
She's
I have
answering
been
that.
hearing this
Yes.
from artists.
Yes, people are always like, there's no art stuff here. And me working with the Fringe, especially, I've discovered all kinds of art stuff, visual arts, performing arts. And I just think people don't know what's going on.
That's exactly right. There's a lot of art stuff here. They just don't, just like everything with St. Louis, we don't promote ourselves. We don't
Right.
market ourselves. We have all this
That's why-
fabulousness here.
That is exactly why we're doing HonestTL.com.
And yet there's so
That is
many,
it.
yes, exactly, because there's so many places that market and they have nothing, and we have so much, and
Right.
we just like smug and complacent about it.
Right. So people are like, either like really like, well, I have art, I'm just not telling anybody about it, or they have art and they're like, I'm afraid to tell people about it.
Yeah.
And so
But I also think that the art scene has really come about to
Definitely.
be way more than it was just in 10 years.
Well,
here.
what's cool about it are the little things. Wouldn't you
yes,
say?
definitely the little things. There's so many
Like the miniatures. No.
No. Well, we do have those. We do have those.
There's so many little art movements that are starting to go on in terms of the music, in terms of the theater, in terms of the dance, in terms of the painting and the visual arts going on. And a lot of artists are starting to collaborate in St. Louis more often too, because they don't always have the resources. So they start kind of sharing it. So you really kind of see two different kinds of people sometimes getting together and making something that you wouldn't see
Right.
anywhere else.
Right.
And that juxtaposition makes more art.
Exactly.
Well, what's interesting, though, when you talk about art, most people think of paintings, but they don't think of performance art.
Right.
And there is a lot of performance art here in St. Louis,
my
all of
gosh.
which will be covered in your blog.
Yes, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of music groups, there's a lot of dance groups, there's a lot of theater. I was talking to a friend of mine that she really wants to learn more about the film scene going on in St. Louis because there are filmmakers here.
Oh, yes,
We have Tom
very much.
Stockman for that.
So
Yes.
I'm hoping that, a lot of people will kind of start to realize all the great things going on here. So
Okay, so go to Tara Daniels in our people
People.
section on HonestTL.com.
Yes.
Tara, welcome to HonestTL.
thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Fabulous. She's fabulous.